Nonverbal communication is a crucial aspect of any communication, and it's important to recognize and interpret nonverbal cues accurately to communicate effectively. In this lecture, we will discuss how to recognize and interpret nonverbal cues in others and how to respond appropriately to build rapport. Facial expressions are a primary means of conveying emotions, and understanding them can help us gauge others' feelings accurately. The different types of facial expressions, such as happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, can indicate a person's emotional state, and it is essential to read these cues correctly to respond appropriately. For example, a smile can indicate happiness, while a frown can indicate sadness or displeasure. Rolling the eyes typically indicates frustration with what has been said or done, expressing disapproval or derision. An angry person may have furrowed eyebrows and a scowling face, while a surprised person may have widened eyes and an open mouth. It is crucial to read the facial expressions correctly, as misinterpreting them can lead us to misunderstandings and ineffective communication. Some people may have more expressive faces than others, so it's essential to look for a combination of facial cues to determine a person's emotional state accurately. It is also important to consider cultural differences when interpreting facial expressions, as some cultures may have different norms and meanings associated with particular expression. For example, one experiment discreetly observed the Japanese and American subjects, people in this experiment, as they watched awful images and videos of amputations and surgeries. Both groups grimaced at the terrible sights. However, Japanese participants were more likely to grin while seeing this sequence with the scientist. Why will the scientist affect these viewers? Well, here is the reason. Japanese society is less accepting of strong negative emotions than American culture. Therefore, Japanese spectators followed cultural display guidelines by hiding their expressions. Gestures. Gestures are another essential aspect of nonverbal communication. They can convey a wide range of meanings, such as agreement, disagreement, emphasis, or confusion. However, the same gesture may have different meanings depending on the context and culture. For example, the thumbs up gesture is commonly used to indicate approval or agreement in Western cultures. However, it can be considered offensive in Australia, Greece, and the Middle East, as it has the same connotation as the middle finger in Europe and the US. Another example is nodding. Nodding to signify yes is very common and can be found in a wide range of cultural and language groups. Much of Europe, South America, North America, the Indian continent, where the head bobbles, also indicates agreement. The Middle East, Southeast Asia are among the places where nodding commonly signifies agreement. In Greece, a single nod of the head down also signals yes, and is frequently accompanied by the simultaneous closure of the eyes. However, same in Greece, Cyprus, Iran, Turkey, and Bulgaria, a single nod of the head up rather than down denotes a no. The gesture might also involve raising the eyebrows and rolling the eyes. It's important to know the audience you are speaking to. Some cultures also interchange the meaning of nodding and head shaking. Nodding can also be used to convey acknowledgement or respect in particular situations. In that instance, if the gesture is not returned in kind, it may be considered an insult. Posture. Posture is also an important nonverbal cue. A person's posture can indicate their confidence, interest, or discomfort. For instance, a person who is slouching and looking down may be indicating discomfort or disinterest, whereas someone who is standing tall with an open posture may indicate confidence and interest. It is important to note that posture can also be affected by external factors such as physical discomfort or fatigue, So it's important to consider these other nonverbal cues in combination with posture itself. Recognizing nonverbal cues is only one aspect of effective communication. Responding appropriately to these cues is equally important. For example, if someone is slouching and looking down, it may be helpful to ask if they're okay, or if there is anything they want to discuss. Responding appropriately to nonverbal cues can help build rapport and improve communication. Understanding and interpreting nonverbal cues accurately is crucial in effective communication. In this lecture, we discussed the different types of nonverbal cues, such as facial expressions, gesture, and posture, and how to respond appropriately to build rapport. By paying attention to these cues, we can become better communicators and improve our business interactions.